Morning guys, welcome back to Astral Diaries. Look at that, man. This is the first video I'm doing in the fog. I'm kind of low on battery, so I want to get this out of the way for you guys. Just a little side note. So I did a video about 2 days ago about an experience. I told you guys I had an experience that just happened, but I wanted to get that out of the way before I do this one. So this is the one that I want to share with you guys. Little side note. You know, unrelated to OBEs, guys, if you haven't seen the movie by Jim Carrey, Yes Man, watch it, because it will definitely inspire you, push you to do new things. Sometimes I forget, you know, I have to rewatch that movie, but just an example, this last week, you know, in a nutshell, that movie is about saying yes to opportunities, new things, invitations. I got invited to some type of art show, fundraising by a friend, which was very easy to say no to. Very easy. But I'm like, you know what, I took a page from the movie. I went in there, pretty cool, you know, 97% guys, which is not what we were looking for, but really cool art. We met some new people, had some nice chats. I made a little short of the artwork, and then right now I'm in this little not old town, just a different part of town that I don't come to usually. I checked out a new coffee shop. I'll put a short. The point is to, you know, while this channel is about OBE astral projections, what we do at nights, you know, during your daytime, it's a good idea to kind of expand and do some new things. So here I am in the new area in a foggy morning. So let's talk about this experience, guys. And this experience was different in a couple of ways. By the way, Astral Diaries channel about astral projection, OBEs, lesson tips, mistakes, my journey as I documented it. If you follow my channel in order, you see I'm kind of learning, adjusting as I go. So this one, guys, I think I may title this video as my cleanest exit or rollout method, something like that, because literally this had a very unique start. So one of the exercises by Buhlman, Raduga, is like, well, you basically roll out or get up in your immediate area, go in front of a mirror, and then like start touching items and stuff like that. I could do a full video about it, but that's just kind of the basics of it. I do that every now and then, or sometimes I just go to bed with the intention. So what happens about 2 nights ago, guys, I just found myself rolling out, hitting the floor, the most clean rollout. This is how you want it to be, guys, because normally sometimes what happens is you either have trouble rolling, or as you hit the floor, you can't move, or like you're dangling from your bed. What else could happen? Some weird things. Or you roll in a slow motion. That happened to me too. This was just clean, just roll in a really nice speed, hit the floor, you know, not too hard, like, you know, I didn't get hurt or anything. And I just, next thing I know is I was like right in my living room, kind of like my kitchen, my living room. I'm just standing out of my balcony in front of it where I usually fly out of. So I just find myself there. And unlike, so I didn't roll out, I didn't find myself in my bedroom, guys. I just rolled out. Next thing I know, I'm like, right, there's like my fridge, there's like a balcony. And one of the things I wanted to do during the experience, I've probably mentioned to you guys in the past, was, look at this really old little town and foggy morning, was I wanted to kind of pause and look around my house, because I usually just rush through the window, rush through the door, balcony, and I literally just paused, looked around. That's something I would, and you know what I saw, guys, was how at the time when I saw my home, it looked exactly how, it's kind of hard to explain. It looked exactly how I thought it looks. You know, now later on when I woke up from this experience, I could say maybe, for example, I have like Christmas lights going. I didn't see the Christmas lights, you know. So, but when I was in there, it looked exactly how it looks to me during physical. Look at that artwork. See, this is the good thing about going somewhere new. You get to see new things. So I literally, it's like pause, stop, smell the roses, right? I looked around, you know, something I've been wanting to do. I took enough of a look to be satisfied. And then for some reason, I'm like, well, let me open my fridge, you know? And I'm like, oh, what's gonna happen when I open it? Is this gonna be like a portal, like another dimension? What am I gonna see? To my surprise, I opened it and all I saw was my fridge, you know, just full of food, random stuff, messy. There's like a box of pizza, like a white pizza. And I grabbed a slice, took a bite, kind of crunchy. The best way I can describe it, guys, is like if you had DiGiorno pizza, you know, when it gets cold, kind of cardboard. And I took a bite and then I don't know what I did. Next thing I know is instead of just flying out of the window, I kind of like went to my balcony and like stood on my rail, the handrails, and looked down. And at this moment, what I'm thinking about is, oh my God, this is the most realist, real-time experience I've had. I'm even thinking about, oh my God, I'm like, you know what? When I make my video about this, and that's a little bit of a distraction. I told you guys, ever since I started this channel, I can't help but in the back of my mind think about, oh, cool, man, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. Because before, and that's like kind of a distraction, you know. But when I looked down, everything looked, guys, as the way it looks in physical when I was in there. Now, coming back from the experience, it was, see, we're talking about a second floor, but this looked higher. And then down I saw cars, the cars that I normally see, like some neighbors' cars and stuff. Very vivid, very clear. And I just decided to shoot up and fly. And as I fly, guys, I see just beautiful scenery, beautiful buildings, which is something I don't want to do, because flying usually ends the experience for me. When you go up, at some point you can't go any further and then it ends. So what was cool about this though was, I thought I'm seeing leaf blowers, but it's just a fire truck. But as I went up, guys, and kind of like looked around, from a distance I saw like some areas that look like, you know, like AI videos. I'll put it in the description, guys. Some AI videos that's super crisp, very heavenly, you know. I saw like a section of, like where I'm in the sky, there's a section that looked like that. And I'll put some videos, I'll try to find some samples here. Put it in the description so you guys see what I'm talking about. And speaking of those videos, I actually avoid watching them because I don't want them to influence me. Kind of like what Darius J. Wright said one time. He avoids, what did he say? He avoids something because he doesn't want to, oh yeah, he avoids reading about the topic because he doesn't want to get influenced. Like, I avoid those AI videos because I want to see those things. I want to say it's too late because I've already seen my share of AI by them. But there's a section of the landscape that looked like something straight out of an AI. And then at this stage, I'm like, you know what? I want to go back to my house, look more. And as I try to make it back to my house, unlike a previous experience where I just traveled back by a speed of thought, next thing you know, I was in my bedroom again. I literally, so all of a sudden, where I live, which is supposed to be like a 2-3 story building, it's just like these high up buildings, a bunch of them. And I had no idea where my house is. Like, what I thought, I was like, okay, that must be it. Is that it? I flew in there and I kind of get lost, guys. I cannot make it back to my home. And I think around this time, the experience kind of ends. And overall, so in a nutshell, a very clean exit, just literally roll out. And next thing I know, I'm in my bedroom. I mean, in my kitchen, living room, you know. Took a time to kind of like look around, observe, something I normally don't, because I just kind of rush through. So got that out of the way. I don't know, I opened my fridge because something I've never done before. Took a bite. Oh yeah, you know what? Phase Evolution, that channel was talking about, you know, try to eat something. And he always did that. Like, he would eat random stuff, bite on fruits and stuff like that. Overall, that was it, guys. Just a really clean exit, a different one. Didn't start, I did not find myself in a bedroom versus just, it almost seems like I kind of rolled down the stairs. It's weird because where this, so it's my bedroom and then there's an office area and then there's stairs. It almost like I kind of rolled down and found myself. I don't know, that's the best way I can describe it to you guys. But that's it, guys. I'm gonna enjoy the rest of this little town. Please like, share, subscribe if you want to support the channel financially. Buy me coffee. See you guys on the next one. I think that's it for now.